We gonna get into some things.
Oh, we gonna get into some things.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl at Royalteablog, and today I am back with another video for you guys. And today we're going to be talking about a couple of things. And today we're going to start off talking about Meagan Good and the media and people saying that she bleached her skin. Now, you guys, I personally don't think she bleached her skin intentionally. But you guys, I want you guys to check out this video of what Meagan Good had to say, and then I'll be right back with my commentary.
Yeah. Meagan, if you don't mind, can we talk a little bit about the skin bleaching thing? Sure. I have a question for you about that. What made you want to speak out and even address the rumors about it? Because normally you wouldn't. You would just let people say whatever they would want to say. Right. What made you want to address them?
You know, it broke my heart to think that there's little girls seeing this commentary and thinking it's true.
Right.
It broke my heart that in a season when you have young Black men and women being murdered everywhere, that someone would think for 1 second that I don't love my Black skin.
Right.
That bothered me. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when it all first happened, it was extremely traumatic because, you know, I had went to this woman for like a scar removal, like a dog bite on my leg. And right. You know, she said, try my products, and I think you have a little sun damage on your forehead. And I said, no, that's okay. That's like natural contour, girl. It's great. It's mm-hmm. fine, you know. And it was something that did bother me a little bit, but I was like, it's fine. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And I used her anti-aging products, and they were phenomenal. So I was like, oh, she's the truth.
Right.
And after I used her product, her anti-aging product, I did find out that she was unlicensed. But I didn't think it was a big deal because I'd already used her products, and I felt good about it. Then, you know, when she said, let me fix the sun damage, I'm like, okay, well, now I trust her. It's fine. Mm-hmm. And I start using it. And, you know, someone had asked the other day, it was like, well, if it was just on your forehead, then why your whole face? Because she said everything needed to be even. So just use it, wash with it, you know, mm-hmm. whole face. And as I saw myself getting lighter, I started freaking out. And I said, what's going on? And she said, oh, no. It's just going to lift the damage first, and then everything will come back. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I saw myself getting lighter. And I was like, what is happening?
Right.
And she's like, oh, don't worry, your color will come back. And I'm like, but when is it going to come back? And she's like, it'll come back soon, I promise. Cut to, you know, it's 2 months down the line. My skin's not coming back. I'm freaking out. Devon's starting to freak out. Mm-hmm. And then I booked this TV show. And I go to New York to film the TV show. I'm feeling so insecure and just not liking the way I look. And then those pictures happen.
Yeah.
And I was like, basically like, this needs to be fixed now. Like, right. I have to be on TV, like, you know. So she was like, use this serum, you put it on for 15 minutes every other day, and your color will come back immediately. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me that to begin with? So I did it, but I used it for 30 minutes.
Oh.
The serum attached to my face and wouldn't come off. Oh. And as I washed it and scrubbed, I had flesh on my face where my skin had ripped off.
Wow.
And my face was scarred, and that's when the picture happened, is because I had to wear so much makeup to cover the scabbing. Right. But basically, even after that, you know, it just was a nightmare, and I started going to a dermatologist, Dr. Pearl Grimes, who fixed me. And again, I'm still, you know, 20% away from where I want to be. But, you know, I'm on the road to recovery, and it is what it is. But the biggest thing was, like, I just didn't feel, I didn't want to address it because I didn't want to give it life, and I just
right.
wanted to move on with my life. But it's hard for me not to when colorism is such a big thing and self-love is such a big thing.
Right.
And with everything that's happening around us, I love myself a lot. And I love my brown skin a lot.
And your skin, you look beautiful. Can I just say, I mean, like, and the fact that you went through all of that, nobody knew that part, you know what I mean? So you were going through that, and people are saying something completely different. I know that had to...
Yeah, it got under my skin a little bit, but what I realized is while I was in it, I couldn't defend myself because I looked crazy. And I had to just sit with it and just be okay with some people are going to think what they're going to think. And what I realized was, like, my prayer was, you know, after I had gotten married and I dealt with a lot of the church folk thing, my prayer for the last couple of years had been like, Lord, deliver me from caring about what people think about me. You know, and I know, like in the Bible, it says if you need to correct something, you should. Yeah. But, you know, if you don't need to, at a certain point, it's like you just got to let it go and let it be. And so I have been praying about that. And what I realized was I was like, you didn't make this happen, but you allowed it to happen. And there's an opportunity for me here to grow in this space because I have no control. I can't defend myself. There's nothing I can do. So I have to get to a place of just being like, oh, well, they're going to think what they're going to think, you know?
Right.
And finding the balance of that. So that's why for a long time I didn't say anything. And when the other day I did, it was less for me as much as it's for, I don't want the babies thinking that, you know? I want them to love themselves. And I don't want to be someone that appears.
So you guys heard what Megan Good had to say. Now, first of all, let me say that I am in beauty school, and one of the things that we did learn was skincare, because skincare is very essential. And just because you're of a certain type of skin color, like Megan Good, or like Black African Americans or Mexican people, it is said that Black people don't need to wear sunscreen, but that's not true. Black people definitely need to use sunscreen because we do get these marks under our skin from the UV rays of the sun, and it does leave permanent sun damage that you cannot see with the naked eye. And so when you go in to see an esthetician, they will basically shine this light on your face, and it'll show all of the problems that you have wrong with your face. And you know, as Black people, we tend to suffer from hyperpigmentation, you guys. And hyperpigmentation is the little black dots that we get on our face after we have like an acne mark, or they just appear sometimes. So a lot of estheticians will treat sun damage, and they will treat this hyperpigmentation. And sometimes some of the skincare products that these estheticians use, they tend to lighten the skin, but it's lightening the skin so that you can get rid of the sun damage as well as the hyperpigmentation. Now, Megan Good did go on to say that later she found out that this lady was not licensed to do this skincare routine that she did on Megan Good. So yeah, that was one mistake on Megan Good's part. And then the second mistake is not getting a second opinion. And you guys know that when you go to the doctor or an esthetician or a gynecologist or a dermatologist, it is always best to get a second opinion, because those second opinions really do help and they really do matter. And so if Megan Good would have gotten a second opinion, she wouldn't have used that skincare cream that was recommended to her by the unlicensed esthetician. So yeah, a lot of people are saying that they don't believe her. They believe that she's trying to whiten her skin. But me personally, I do believe her, because as you know, I am going to school for this, and we are taught these type of things about the skin. So yeah, as Black people, we do need to wear sunscreen, because sunscreen will help us from getting sun damage. Although you cannot see the sun damage to the naked eye, we still get it. And so we do suffer from hyperpigmentation, and that's where you have discoloration of the skin, those dark marks on your face. So yeah, the esthetician, she did do right by trying to use those products to lighten up the sun damage and the black spots, the hyperpigmentation. But at the same time, she didn't do right, because she basically gave Megan Good something to whiten her skin. Or maybe Megan Good overused the product. But I know it is the esthetician's job to, after they treat you at the facility that they're working at, they do recommend different products that you can go home and use, so that you can continue to self-treat at home, because self-treating at home starts first. But yeah, I definitely don't believe Megan Good intentionally tried to bleach her skin, because as you can see, her body tone is the same, but her face is a little white. So if she was going to whiten her skin, she would not only have did her face, she would have did her body as well. So now, you guys, we're going to move on to Khloe Kardashian. So you guys, Khloe Kardashian took a picture, and she looks dark. Like, she looks like she's using some type of tan. She's getting some type of tan, or she's using some type of sunscreen with the tanner in it. But yeah, she definitely looks odd. And under the caption under her picture, she said, "I'm under these bitches' skin." So yeah, you guys, a lot of people are talking about how she's trying to darken her skin to make herself look more ethnic. But me personally, I think she is trying to look more ethnic, and she's trying to look like her best friend Malika. And as you guys know, Malika is OT Genesis baby's mom, and they just had a baby together, and she is Khloe Kardashian's best friend. So now you guys are going to be moving on to Tammy Rivera. If you guys don't know who Tammy Rivera is, she is from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She was also on another show, I believe it was Growing Up Hip Hop. And now her and Waka Flocka, they have their own show. And basically she talked about how she regret having lipo. So basically she said she gotten her breasts done and she had gotten lipo in her stomach, which she said she never should have done. And she said it was the worst decision she ever made. And she said she didn't realize it then, but she didn't need it. And she was like, you know how on the bottom you have like a little something when you have a baby, that little pouch just doesn't go away. And she said she was just like, I'm going to suck this little patch out. But by her doing that, she had the fat deposited in other places. So you guys know that when they're doing the lipo, they're basically sticking the little instrument in your stomach or wherever you're getting the lipo. And it's basically suctioning out the lipo, but at the same time, it's basically moving the fat deposits in other places. So yeah, you guys, I have a video of Tammy Rivera talking about how she shouldn't have got lipo. I want you guys to check out this video, and then I'll be right back with my commentary.
Yo, I'm trying to, I'm trying. It's the. I've gotten my breast done, and I've gotten lipo in my stomach, which I never should have done. It was the worst decision I've ever. Because it was the worst decision I ever made. The reason why I feel as though, because when I didn't, first of all, I didn't need it. I decided, I'm like, oh, this little, at the bottom of your stomach, you have the little, when you have a baby, that little pouch just doesn't go away. So I was like, I'm going to suck this pouch out. And by me doing that, I feel like the fat deposit in other places. And I've always been, bottom heavy. So now I'm extra bottom heavy. And people are like, oh, you got your ass done. I'm like, girl, if I could suck this shit out, I would. My ass is I don't have to get a BBL. I don't have to take I don't. It's crazy because even when I go with my trainers, I'm like, I want to lose my butt. And they're like, why are you trying to lose your butt? People want their butt. I'm like, it's just too much butt. Like, I don't want this ass.
Tammy says that.
But nowadays it ain't, right?
Girl, because you could be looking like an ant. Because
Yeah, and I look at my daughter, I'm like, yo, you literally stole my fucking body. Like, I want my body back, shorty. Like,
you guys seen what Tammy Rivera had to say about her getting the lipo in her stomach? So a lot of people are saying that her butt is fake, but she went on the record to say that her butt is real. And she was just like, if you don't have to get a BBL, you guys should work out, because there's nothing that working out can't do versus getting lipo. So anything you have wrong with your stomach, you can definitely work out. Yeah, it's going to be hard, and you have to be consistent with it to see results, and you have to eat right. But yeah, I don't think people having the lipo done is always a good alternative. Yeah, I know people want quick results, but it is not always safe. So what do you guys think about this whole situation? What do you guys think about Megan Good and her saying that she did not intentionally try to lighten her face? What do you guys think about Khloe Kardashian trying to look more ethnic and look like her friend Malika? And what do you guys think about Tammy Rivera having this liposuction? I want you guys to let me know what you think about this whole situation down in my comment section below. Do not forget to like my videos, share my videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more royalty. And I'll definitely see you guys in the next video. Bye.